ESB. So what is PGP? PGP is nothing. It's a pretty good privacy. So like it allow you to encrypt and decrypt your message using public key and the private key. So basically public key is used to encrypt your message, whereas private key is used to decrypt the message. Okay, so basically we always share the public key with the client, so client can we keep private key with us. So the client can send the message, okay, an encrypted message using a public key. So we can, whenever message received by us, so we can encrypt using private key. Okay, so we're going to see a small demo on that. So let me do one thing first. Let me create a public key and the private key for PGP encryption. So I have a software called Leopatra. Okay, this is like GNU PGP, a software. You can find it on the Google and you can download it. I have already one public key available. So let me remove this. So I will show you from scratch. Okay, what I will do first, I will say file. I will say new certificate. I will select create a personal open PGP key pair. Here I can give a name. Okay, I can say Jitendra. You can give an email ID. It's required. So I will give my email ID. Fine. These are the information you have to give. Say next. Say create key. Okay, you have to enter the passphrase. So don't forget this. This is required. Okay. I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, use same 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Say OK. Then say finish. So this is our certification has been generated. Now let me export our public key. So you can say export certificate. So let me go to desktop. I have a folder called PGP key. You can export in .esc format and .gpg format. So let me export in both format. First I will export in .asc. Then I will again right click. I will say export certificate. Wait, it got hanged up. So let's wait. Okay, let's wait. Let me check APG. I will show you certificate. So how does this certificate looks? Let me open in Notepad. See, this is our begin PGP public key block and PGP public key block. Okay, this is our public key that we always share with the customers. Okay, so what I will do, something gone wrong with this. Let me close. Let me go to Task Manager and close this, and I will going to open it again. Okay, I will end it. Let me again open. Okay, so we have we have already exported the certificate in .esc, but when we are doing the PGP encryption with Mule ESB, we want in GPG. So right click again, say export certificate. Okay, now go to desktop. Where is your all certificate? Instead of ESC, you can say GPG. Fine. This is how you can export your public key in GPG and ESC format. Let me open a GPG format. So it will be bit encrypted format. See, this is how it looks. Okay, let me close this. Now we will going to create a secret, export a secret key. That is our private key. Let me right click, say export a secret key. You can give a name. I will say secret. No, sorry, you have to go to the folder path where you have to save it. So this is my again format file. I will say secret.gpg. Okay, say okay, okay, fine. Now let me open that secret key. It is also in encrypted format. Now what I will do, let me export in ESC format. Say export secret key. Here you can check this. So once you check this, it will automatically export in ESC format. So say give secret Fine, say save it, say okay. Okay, so let me show you .esc format secret key. Basically this is our private key. See, this is private key block, but we will going to use GPG. This is my secret key in the GPG format. This is my public key in GPG format. Okay, so let me go to Anypoint Studio. Now we will start with a simple flow. File, I will say file, new Mule project. I will say PGP ENC DEC. For runtime, keep it 3.8. In your environment, there can be a multiple runtime. You can select depending on your requirement. Rest of the setting, I am not going to touch. I will say finish. Right? Once I will say finish, it will create an empty application for us. So I will first drag and drop a file connector. So let me do one thing. Let me create some folders under source test resources. I will say new folder. So what I will create, I will say ENC. It means encrypt. Okay, I will create one more folder which is DEC. Let I will keep it simple. Let me keep in and out. Rename. I will say cancel. Let me save the application. I right click. I will say refactor. I will keep it simple. I will say in. So this is our input folder. Okay. Now let me create output folder. New folder. I will say out. Okay. This is our in and out folder. Now I will going to configure this path. I will say source test resources in. Now I will drag and drop one more file connector. So we have to configure out folder here. So we will going to save our output there. Right. Now you have to go to security. From security, you have to drag and drop encryption. But by default, you will not find encryption, all those security features in Anypoint Studio. You have to, install the enterprise security. You can find from the Google Docs how can you install the security advanced security features. So let me drag and drop encryption. I'll go to encryption. First thing what I have to do, I have generated two files, GPG and one private key and one public key. So I have to drag and drop this to the source main resources folder. Now I have to also drag and drop a private key. Okay. So, okay, this is my secret key and this is my public key. Public key, this is my secret key, that is a private key. Fine. So now what I can do, will go to encryption. I will do the connector configuration. Under connector on the default encryptor should be, I will say PGP encryptor. Fine. Now I will go to PGP encryptor. I will say define my attributes. Here you have to give a public key path. So I will say source main resources slash, let me rename, let me copy the file name. This is my file name. I will say rename tulsi dot gpg. Either you can click on this ellipsis. Okay, that is not an issue. So let me do one thing. I can now I want a private key. Fine. 1 minute. I don't have to go to test. I have to go to main resources, and this is my private key, secret key. Fine. So it's better. No need of full path. Let me remove. So I will keep only. I'll keep only related path like source main resources slash secret key, and I will change the slash. Now you have to provide the secret alias ID. I will tell you how you can get it. This is very compulsory field. Right now you can put any digit. Secret phrase. So we have give a secret passphrase when we are generating the public key and private key. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now principal. What is the principal? This is the name and email ID. So you can click on this, and this is your user ID. This is your principal. Let me copy this. Let me close this. Okay. Let me copy this name. This is your principal. I will paste it here. Okay. Now we have to do the encrypt. Click on this encrypt. Fine. Now select again encryptor. I will say PGP encryptor. Fine. Now what you can do, go here, save all. Now run the application. Okay, I will say yes. Still, we don't have configured a secret ID. So once you deploy and you will start testing, you can get the secret ID from here itself. I will tell you how you can get it. Let's wait. Can you get this? Okay, application has been deployed. Now let me create one new file. That is, I will say test file. I will say finish. Let me put some data in it, some test data. I will save it. Now I will copy that into in folder. I will paste it here. As soon as paste, I got an error. Okay, so see, it has given you a secret key here. So because you have not configured a secret key, so while doing testing, you will get a secret key. So you can get a multiple secret key here. You can use one of them. So this is a secret key I will going to use. Okay, so just copy this secret key. Okay, and go to PGP encryption. Go to encryption again. Go to encryption. Edit the properties. Go to PGP encryptor and provide your secret LS key here. Let me paste it. Okay, then say okay. Now save it. Go to console. Let's look if application has been deployed again. Let's okay. Application has been deployed again. Now go to test. Let me remove all data from previously data. This is just empty file. It will create empty file. That is wrong. Now what I will do? I will copy it again. I will paste it in folder. See, it has successfully run. So let me refresh. I want to see what output has been generated in out folder. See, this is your encrypted data. Okay, and what data we have passed? This data, right? And it has been encrypted. Now what I will do, I will just rename this file for time being. I will say refactor, rename, I will say test underscore enc. Okay, let me copy this file from here. I will paste it somewhere because we can use for testing again the same file while decrypting the data. No, cancel. I will copy, paste under source test resources itself. Okay, now what we have to do, let me remove this file from out folder now. No require of this file. So this is our decrypted file. This is our encrypted file. Now we will going to use encrypted file. Before that, what we have to do, we have to change the method. You go to encryption. Instead of encrypt operation, you can use decrypt, and remaining settings remain same. All other settings remain same. Fine. Say save all. Once you say save all, it will going to deploy your application again. Let's wait while application is deploying. Okay, this application has been deployed. Now what I will do, I will say, I will take this time, I will take encrypted file and I want to decrypt this file. I will say copy, I will paste it in folder. See, okay, let me refresh. See, this is the previous what we have sent. Now you can see your data has been decrypted. Right? We will take some more better example. Here I have used some dummy data. I will going to use some better JSON message and all those things. So you will more thing will be clear. Just a minute. Okay, I will take this. I will copy this message. Okay, what I will do, I will go to test. I will save it. Let me delete all out folder and everything. Okay, let me change the method again. I will use encrypt. I will say file, save all. Okay, let's check application is deployed again. Yes, let me take this file again, copy, paste it in folder. Okay, as soon as you paste, file has been picked up. Let me refresh. You can see the file data has been encrypted again. Let me delete the previous encrypted file so I can use the new one. I will say rename, refactor, rename. I will say enc. Okay, just copy this file and paste it here. Remove this. Go to encryption. Instead of encrypt, make it decrypt. Now go to file and save all. This time we will take this file and I will copy this and paste it to in folder. Go to console. See, file has been decrypted. Let's refresh this folder. See, this is your JSON format file again. Okay, so this is very easy. The main thing you should know what is public key and private key. I will going to explain you once again. So private key is nothing. Private key is basically is used to decrypt your message, and private key is always we should keep with us. We never give a private key to the customer who are going to sending us encrypted data, whereas we share the public key to the customer so they can encrypt the data using the public key, and whenever data we receive we can decrypt using a private key. And this PGP is very simple and very good algorithm for encrypting and decrypting the data. If you like my video, just subscribe to it. Thanks for watching it.